We put our guts to the test to try 3 major breakfast specials available inside the Miracle Mile shops at the Planet Hollywood, so you'll know where to spend your breakfast dollars. Are you ready? Let's go!
This is Brian's Adventures.
Now, if you've done any research into your upcoming Vegas trip, you've undoubtedly heard about the Miracle Mile shops at Planet Hollywood being the mecca for cheap eats in Las Vegas. And you've also probably heard that they feature the cheapest breakfasts available on the strip inside. There are 3 specific spots fighting for your breakfast dollars, and we tried them all in a single morning to give you our honest opinion on them. The 3 spots alphabetically are Blondie's, Flights, and La Salsa Cantina. That also happens to be the order we tried them in. They're all a paper airplane's toss away from one another. Now, we grabbed the breakfast special available at all 3 spots and a Bloody Mary. Each spot is going to get 4 scores, and those scores will be a point number out of 5. The first score is for value of the breakfast special. That's how we feel that particular breakfast special ranked against the price paid for it. So keep in mind that the cheapest one might not end up being the winner. The second score is for taste, how we felt the overall breakfast satisfied us in flavor, texture, and overall bite. The third and fourth scores will be for the Bloody Mary, first for value and then for taste. And those 4 scores are going to be added together to give the venue a final score out of 20. Now remember, we rank these all individually, not comparing them to one another. That means that we could end up with a 3-way tie, 3 terrible scores, or 3 great scores. We won't know till the end of the video, and at the end, we're going to show you those scores next to each other. Don't worry, we're also going to show you just a score for the breakfast plates in case you don't drink Bloody Marys. Now, a quick disclaimer before we actually get started. One of these venues comped our entire bill, but we filmed our reactions and scores before finding that out. And while we appreciate it, we will never accept comp items in exchange for favorable reviews. That comp bill will not affect our score in any way, shape, or form. Blondie's is a sports bar that features an afternoon all-you-can-drink happy hour for 3 hours at only $20. Now granted, it's below the bottom shelf liquor and cheap beers, but you'll get good and plastered. They also have bottomless mimosas in the morning for only $20. Their breakfast special is $5.99, and it includes 2 eggs cooked how you like, breakfast potatoes, and bacon or sausage. It's available 7 days a week. The potatoes are crispy, which a lot of cooks can't do properly, so mad respect here. I did want a little more peppers and onions in the potatoes, but they were tasty. The eggs are cooked exactly as requested. What more can I say? They're eggs. I do think they're griddle fried here on butter though, and while that's not the healthiest way to have eggs, they're certainly delicious. The bacon here is a little soft for my liking. I prefer slightly crispier bacon. But all in all, when I got a little bit of everything on my fork, it made for a very tasty bite. And a great $5.99 breakfast plate, especially in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip. They do have other breakfasts like burritos and Loco Moco, but the prices are higher for those. This plate gets a 5 out of 5 for value because $5.99 for a full breakfast on the Las Vegas Strip is a great bargain. It's going to snag a 4 out of 5 for taste. It's not the greatest breakfast I've ever eaten, but it does get the job done with flying colors. On to the Bloody Mary here. It should be noted that the owner keeps flip-flopping on price for this one. It's $1.99 or $2.99 depending on which day you go. And even when we went, there was blue painter's tape over the menu saying $2.99, but we were only charged $1.99, so your mileage may vary. It's a packaged mix, and the Bloody Mary is a good size for the price, especially on the Strip. There's nothing special here, but it does get the job done. The mix could use a little bit of a kick. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 for value, but only a 2.5 out of 5 for taste. Up next is Flights. I know what you're thinking. They don't have breakfast specials. I've checked the menu forward and backward. But what you don't know is there's a secret menu called the Economy Flights menu. It's somewhat new and completely unlisted. You might see an ad inside the mall, but for the most part, you have to be in the know. And since you're watching this video, you now are. The economy menu has 2 breakfast plates for $7.99 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., 2 lunch plates for $8.99 from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., and 2 dinner plates for $9.99 from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is on top of their all-day happy hours featuring different drink flights throughout the day for $15, but we'll get to that. These specials are all available 7 days a week. Let's talk breakfast. We tried both breakfast plates for you, but for the purpose of this video, only the eggs and potatoes plate will count towards the final score. I'll give you a look at the other plate though. The first plate we tried was the blueberry pancakes, which comes with 4 pancakes, butter, syrup, and blueberry sauce on the side. The pancakes are well cooked and exactly what you'd make at home. There's nothing special about them, they're just good pancakes. The blueberry sauce is the winner here. It needs to be injected into my veins right now. On to the breakfast special you're here for. 2 eggs cooked any way you like, breakfast potatoes, bacon, and an English muffin for $7.99. The potatoes here are loaded with peppers and onions, making for a complete hash, and there are plenty of potatoes on the plate. The bacon here is nice and crispy. The eggs are cooked exactly how we asked. But the winner here is the perfectly toasted and buttered English muffin. What a nice treat to really complete the meal. This plate is quite filling, and I'm going to call it a 5 out of 5 for value, and that crispy bacon, loaded potatoes, and buttery muffin are going to make it a 4.5 out of 5 for taste. They have a version of this breakfast on the regular menu that comes with a 3rd egg, but it's $15.95. So make sure you ask for the economy breakfast. Alright, let's talk Bloody Mary. Here it's a flight of 3 for $15, and they look like 9-ounce pours to me. So for $15, you're getting 27 ounces. But I guess we can look at it as $5 per Mary, and then average the 3 Mary scores. The flight consists of a michelada, a traditional Bloody Mary, and a spicy Bloody Mary. The michelada is a decent michelada. There's nothing special about it, but it's good. I think for the size, $5 for the michelada, it's probably a 4 out of 5 for value, and taste-wise, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I make my own mix at home and I do a great job, so this one's tough for me. Now, the traditional Bloody Mary is fantastic. I can taste all the ingredients, and they are symphonic on my palate. If it's not a house-made mix, they've transformed it so much that it could pass for one. I think it's a 5 out of 5 for value, and the taste here is a very solid 4.5 out of 5. It's a great Bloody Mary. Now, the spicy Bloody Mary, honestly, wasn't that spicy to me, but I love a good spicy Bloody Mary. So if you're going to call something spicy, the back of my head better start sweating. This is a good value at 5 out of 5, and while it tasted good, the fact that a spicy Bloody Mary wasn't spicy is going to make this a 4 out of 5 on taste. All in all, the flight is a 5 out of 5 for value and a 4 out of 5 for taste. If Bloody Marys aren't your thing, there's a $15 mimosa flight in the mornings, and that's also pretty tasty. If you're looking to save hundreds in Vegas, Las Vegas Advisor Platinum membership can do just that. This book is packed with discounts on accommodations, attractions, drinks, food, gaming, and shows. The discounts cover properties in the Strip area, Fremont Street, and the larger Vegas Valley. Still undecided? Check out our Fremont Street video where we saved over $200 in a single day using our Las Vegas Advisor coupon book. Use the link in the description below to get your book today. It should be noted that La Salsa Cantina looks tiny from the outside, like only the fake patio seating exists, but there's a whole hidden dining room inside. La Salsa Cantina features their breakfast plate for $6.99, and it comes with 2 eggs, cooked how you'd like, hash browns, bacon, sausage, or ham, and 2 flour or corn tortillas. Now, this special's only available Monday through Friday, so if you're here on the weekend, this place is an automatic loss. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to give us that thumbs up, click subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss new content. Find us across social media by looking for Braggins Adventures, and support the channel by becoming a channel member. Click join below to get started. The potatoes here aren't as crispy as I would like, and they're slightly under-seasoned, but they're not bad. The eggs are cooked exactly as requested. The bacon here is the perfect cook with a nice crispy, without being burnt taste. I want a whole plate of it, honestly. It's perfect bacon. In fact, the bacon's the winner here, along with those delicious flour tortillas. I do wish they would give us more of those. I do think for what you're getting here for $6.99, it's probably a 5 out of 5 for value. The tortillas are what bring it up to that, otherwise it would probably score lower. The plate is kinda bland, so I think it's a 3.5 out of 5 on taste. Add some Cholula and bump up the score a little. Let's talk Bloody Mary. Here it's only 99 cents, but it is a pretty small pour. It definitely has vodka though. The mix is nothing special, but it does get the job done, and even if it's small, it's only 99 cents for a Bloody Mary on the strip. Have 5 of them. It's definitely a 5 out of 5 for value, and even with nothing special about it, it still tastes pretty good, so I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 for taste. We reviewed this breakfast of Bloody Mary back in June of 2023 as well, and the breakfast has gone up only $1, and I'm pretty sure we got slightly more potatoes on the plate this time. And the Bloody Mary stayed 99 cents. Alright, let's talk about final scores. In third place with a score of 16.5 out of 20 is Blondie's. In second place with a score of 17.5 out of 20 is La Salsa Cantina, and the winner of the Battle Royale with a score of 18.5 out of 20 is Flights. But what if you're just looking at food and you don't plan on having any of the Bloody Marys? That order does change. In third place with an 8.5 out of 10 is La Salsa Cantina. In second place with a solid 9 out of 10 is Blondie's. And still in first place with a 9.5 out of 10 is Flights. With scores that close with or without the Bloody Marys, you really can't go wrong at any of the 3 spots. Have you had breakfast specials or Bloody Marys at any of these locations? What's your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked this video, be sure to give us that thumbs up, click subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Find us across social media by looking for Braggins Adventures, and become a channel member by clicking join below to get started. Check out our other great content on screen. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye!